We enter round 9 for the Sim Speed Shop Xfinity Series for ExtremeMotorsports99.com. Live from the iRacing virtual track of Daytona International Super Speedway, we welcome everyone to MaxSpeedTV. I am, as always, Joshua Medlock on the mic here tonight. Alongside with me here, Gary Wells joining me here tonight, filling in for Katie Dugas on taking care of some family stuff right now. First and foremost, want to give a shout out to Katie. Carrie, handle your stuff before you get back in the booth. We got it covered over here on MaxSpeedTV. Our thoughts and prayers out there to you and your family. But Gary, glad to have you out here, man. Super Speedway action for round 9. One more race after tonight in the regular season.
Man, I tell you what, I cannot wait for tonight. We are at the World Center of Racing, Daytona International Speedway. One of the most prestigious, if not the most prestigious in NASCAR, really on iRacing. Anytime that you can win at Daytona, that is always a big deal.
Oh, yeah. And, Gary, we talk about it every season when they come to this track. It is anybody's race. Anybody can win here at Daytona. Whether you start from the front, middle, or the back of the field, whether you're on a team or you're not, you have an equal shot at winning here as anybody else does.
Yeah, if you're the draft and the restrictor plate really equalizes everything here. If you're a good drafter and you're not a bonehead that drives in the draft and you can draft well, you can time those moves really well and not be erratic with your moves, you could definitely find yourself right there in Gatorade Victory Lane.
Yes, sirree. All right. Well, we've got about 5 minutes left here in a practice. Gary, what do you say we get down here to the pre-race analytics? Talk about the air temp, the track temp. Now, it's a night race, so the track temp's not going to be hot. Air temp of 69, track temp of 71, so not hot at all out there on the track. 90 laps they're pulling out here tonight, 225 miles. Tire window, Gary, not going to be a problem. 30 to 40 laps, could be even longer than that. Daytona does not use a whole lot of tires, even on the new tire model. So that shouldn't be a problem with these guys.
Yeah, no, this shouldn't be a problem with these guys. And honestly, it really shouldn't be that big of an issue at Daytona, period, because this is still the fairly new racing surface, freshly repaved. So they're not really going to use a whole lot of tire wear out there.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Fuel. Rough guesstimate here, 27 to 32 laps, plus or minus a few laps or so. I think it really depends on, who's going to save later on in the race, Gary, because that's where that fuel's going to matter, is later on as the laps wind down and they come to the final 20 or so laps, who's got the fuel? Who can go to the end?
Yeah, who can go to the end? And honestly, it's all about how you, as we see Brandon Freeze hit the pit wall. That was interesting. Sorry, I got distracted. So it really just depends on what you do in the draft. The further you're back in the pack, you're more lifting a lot more than, say, the guy that's first or second. First or second, you're pushing really hard. You're full throttle all the way around the speedway. So if you're like those first, second, third cars in line, you're not really lifting a whole lot.
Yeah.
But the further you are back in the pack, the more fuel you could save because the more you're lifting.
Yeah, for sure. Pit road speed, and Gary, here at Daytona, man, those tires, they are going to be rough. They are going to have some wear and tear on them when they come down pit road. So, even though the pit speed's 60 miles per hour, they have got to be careful not to lock the brakes, slowing it down to get it on pit road.
Yeah, if you lock the brakes here, especially under green flag pit stops, and you have that strategy going in, I'm going to take no tires, but if you lock them up going into the pits, you might want to consider changing those tires, because with the new tire model here, you can blow out your tires.
Yeah, you sure can. Haven't seen that yet, but I imagine later on that could happen. Well, Gary, let's get to the point standings here. Coming into tonight, round 9. Bryce Sinisak is going to stay where he is at, up in that top spot, 320 points. G.T. Hawkins moving up into second, 303 points, 17 behind Bryce. Alan Elwood, Elwood up a spot into third, 297 points, 6 behind Hawkins. David Weishart down 2 spots into fourth, 276 points, 21 behind Allen. Jeffrey Creek in fifth, 267 points, 9 behind Weishart. And Jacob Bell going to round out the top 6 here with 252 points, 15 points back behind Jeffrey.
In 7th place, we have David Elliott with 251. In 8th place, we've got Cale Gale with 242. 9th place, we've got Justin Gann with 229. In 10th place, we've got Ed Morris Jr. with 219. In 11th place, up 6 spots from last week, we've got Mike Rominger with 214. And then we've got a 3-way tie for 12th, Josh, with 210 points each between Garrett Heath, Nick Hunt, and Nicholas Vroman.
Yeah, that 3-way tie. We're going to get to the ties here, the tie stats. I know you got that, Gary. If it came down to it, we'll get that here to it in just a little bit. But Garrett E. Grant, 2 points behind Garrett Heath, Nick Hunt, and Nicholas Vroman. Jerry Glenn in 16th, 1 point behind Garrett E. Grant, and only 3 behind Garrett Heath, Nick Hunt, and Nicholas Vroman. So very tight here between really 12th to 16th. That's what I have down here. But
really even 10th to 16th. They are only separated by 12 points.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, it really, really close, and really anybody right now has a shot at getting into that top 12. And one more race to go after tonight, and that's when it will be decided who is going to make it into that chase. And I was looking forward to this track all a season long, and we are finally here.
Yeah, anytime you could go to a place like Daytona, it's really going to be who will be able to avoid the big one. We all know in the broadcast booth, they know as drivers, they know as admins up there in the booth. We don't hope for a big one. We just know at some point it's going to happen. Who can avoid the big one or the big ones? Because tonight, Josh, this is really one of those wild card races on the schedule where this can be a very big points gainer and it could be a very big point loser, depending on how you come out of that. That'll really determine who will punch their ticket for the Championship 12.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Anything goes at Daytona. All righty, folks, we're going to step away here real quick, play the national anthem. They are going to get into 2 qualifying here, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
So gallant
Alrighty, folks, back live here on MaxSpeedTV. Qualifying is officially over, and right now we have Dalton Cowden, who is going to be grabbing the pole out here tonight with a 49.699 17/100ths of a second ahead of Cameron Hearn in second place. Old Brandon Freeze going to be getting that third spot here, but hey, Gary, we got some team points to go down coming into round 9, buddy. You have the Xfinity points. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. With the Xfinity team points after 8 races, going into tonight, we got the VRA, Virtual Racing Alliance, in the lead with 577. And then in second place, we've got Samson Motorsports with 481. Not too far away, though, is Performance with 480. And then it's Prime Time with 429. Then in fifth place, we've got Maverick Motorsports with 422. In sixth spot, we've got Jacob Bell Racing with 419. Then it's Hyperdrive in seventh with 395. Proformance in eighth with 348. And then Downforce Motorsports rounding out the anchor here with 264.
All right, Downforce, yeah, ninth place. That'd be the anchor for everybody that doesn't know that.
Yeah, I'm the team owner. I can throw some shade. It's okay.
All right, yeah, we'll go with it. All right, well, the overall team points here, where that team championship is decided after round 5 of the Cup Series, after all the seasons are done. That is going to be the important key. Well, right now, the defending champions, Samson Motorsports, up there in that top spot with 2490. Prime Time in second, 2267. Performance Motorsports in third, 2048. Virtual Racing Alliance in fourth, 2045. Hyperdrive in fifth, 2029. Maverick Motorsports in sixth, 1998. Jacob Bell Racing in seventh, 1954. Performance Motorsports in eighth, 1943. As Gary said, coming up the anchor, Downforce Motorsports in ninth, 1833. But the season ain't over yet by any means, so anything can happen. But Gary, man, I think tonight is going to be one of those. Like last week at Dover, hate to bring it up, but man, that was a rough race by everybody. It was upsetting in the points as well. We're coming in now to tonight at Daytona, another track that can definitely upset the points.
Yeah, this place could really, well, it could change a lot of things. I was up in the Spotters Tower last week at Dover, and that was a rough race to watch. It really was. But from the broadcaster's perspective tonight, it's definitely another one of those races that you could definitely consider a wild card. We don't know what's going to happen. This race could go caution free, or we could see 5 or 6 yellows here tonight. So it really just depends on what these drivers want to do coming into the race, whether they want to drive nice or not. So it's going to be a very interesting one to see how these points will shake out after tonight.
Oh yeah, for sure. And Gary, I know you've got some information here about I know we got a tie tonight. So let's say we go into next week. At the end of the race, we have another tie, say, top 10, top 12, somewhere right in there to get into it. What did you find out about what would happen if we have a tie, for all the viewers out there?
Well, I did interrogate the league owner, Rick Donathan. I pulled him down here before the race, and I told him that there was a three-way tie. Now, what happens? Who wins the tiebreaker, and what are those? And he let me know whoever has the most top fives, and if there's a tie for that, then they go to the most top tens. He didn't give me a third tier, so I don't know the third tier, but that's what we've got as of right now. So if the chase were to start today with this three-way tie, Garrett Heath gets the edge because he has the most top fives with 2. Everybody else has 0.
Okay, well, that is if it would start tonight. So, all right, now everybody's in a driver's meeting. They are, well,
it's going to be a quick one.
They all were in a driver's meeting.
They're all starting to leave now. So
all right, well, let's go ahead and get our pole sitter up here.
You want me to try and get him?
Yeah, if you can find him. I
think he's with Proformance, ain't he?
I believe he is.
I got him.
All right. All right, Dalton Calden, Joshua Medlock alongside Gary Wells. Buddy grabbing the pole out here tonight. 17 100ths of a second ahead of Cameron Hearn, man. Daytona, buddy. We got to know your thoughts.
It's going to be wild. The cars are going to bob and weave, and they're going to move all over the place. It's going to be a patience race.
All right, well, how's it feel out there here tonight? Is it tight? Is it loose? I know earlier we was, hearing that it was loose, but, changing, when it goes from practice to qualifying to the race, it changes it. So what are you feeling out there?
In practice, it was loose if somebody was tucked, like, right in your tailpipes, right up underneath you. You can get away with a little tap in the corner because of the way the tires work now, but you can't get too aggressive with it. It's a little tight on the bottom. I have a feeling we're gonna have a lot of people sliding like up a lane in the corners until the tires kind of kick in. And I know they don't wear a whole bunch of Daytona, but when they heat up, it'll grip a little better. But the cars bob and weave and wiggle, and it feels like you're driving a tub on wheels.
So it feels like a dump truck. Or is it not that bad?
It's not that bad. I would say more like a old pickup truck with some shoddy shocks on it or something.
Oh, okay. I feel you. All right. Yeah, we get the drift there. Well, Gary, our pole sitter, man, you got anything for Dalton Calden?
Good luck.
Yeah.
Just kidding with you. Have fun down there, man. You got a good seat here to start the race, so hopefully you get out to a good start.
Yeah, that's the plan. I kind of told the guys I'm putting it on the pole, and hey, that's what I went out and did.
Hey, I mean, you got Brandon Fries behind you. He's a really good drafter, so just hang with him. You'll be all right.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna kind of cycle out to single file for a little while, hopefully, and we'll just get some laps in.
All right, Dalton. Well, good luck down there, buddy.
Awesome. Thank you. You guys have fun up there.
We will. All right. Get it back down there.
Good call.
All right. Let's see here. Who else we can
you know
go
what?
with? I would say let's go with David Elliott.
I was going to say Michael Mueller. You want to go David Elliott? I'll get David Elliott.
Let's go David Elliott.
I'm down here already.
Kind of mid-pack. Let's go with David Elliott. David Elliott, Joshua Medlock alongside Gary Wills. Buddy, got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Well, David, starting 16th here tonight at Daytona, buddy. Your thoughts?
It's going to be crazy. Car's a little twitchy, a little free. I'm going to try to just get with the teammates, get in the back, and try to survive here the first part of it.
Well, you're coming into tonight 7th in the point standings, inside that top 12. But, David, this is one of those races that could either make it or break it for that top 12, man. So, what is your mindset knowing right now you're in that top 12, but with Daytona here, Kentucky next week, but you got to get through Daytona. How's the pressure on you right now?
It's turned out pretty good right now because, yeah, it can go really good tonight or it can go really bad really quick. So try to just ride here and survive and try to at least come out here with a top 10.
All right. Well, Gary, got anything for David starting 16th here tonight?
Well, we've seen you start mid-pack. Good luck to you. I think you already know what to do. If it's looking good, keep pushing. If not, you know to fall to the back. So good luck to you out there.
Appreciate it, fellas. Y'all have a good night.
Uh-huh. Good luck, David. All right. Well, that was David Elliott. Now let's go ahead and go with somebody that's not qualifying. Go and pull up that number 46. You talk to him.
All right. Michael Mueller, Gary Wells in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. How you doing, Gary?
I'm doing pretty well, man. It's good to see you here. You decided to start 290th here tonight. What's your plans going into this race?
We always have a good plan, and then the green flag drops, and then there's no plan. So
well,
the
that's
plan
true,
right now, we're gonna kind of hang out, ride for probably about 60, 70 laps, and then probably start making our way to the front, start making some moves. But gonna stay in the back, ride, try to miss the big one that no one wants to see, but it's most likely going to happen. It's Daytona, so we'll see.
All right, well, we saw you didn't qualify, but we see you're in that MaxSpeedTV car, so I figured I'd pull you up here. But buddy, any other strategy? Do you plan on working with any of these downforce guys, like the 99 or the 2 or anybody?
We always say we're going to work together, and then
then they throw the flag, right?
Yeah, the flag comes out, and then the racer comes out, and guys like Andrew Mraz, he says he's going to fall back, and then he sees the front, and then he starts to go. And then I'm really happy for our teammate up there, little Brandon Freeze, P3. If I was him, I'd stay there, but I think for us guys who didn't qualify, we're going to hang around the back and kind of just buy time.
Yeah, especially you got Blair and you got Casey up there, so it sounds like you got some friends there to work with you. But just wanted to tell you good luck. Kind of bust you a little bit as we go into this race, but good luck to you, buddy. Figured I'd pull you up before anything happens. So.
Well, Gary, it's an honor to always talk to you, buddy.
I'm sure it is. We'll see you later.
Later.
All right, Michael Mueller starting back here, not qualifying. Let's see if we can go ahead and get one more up here. How about we go with Nicholas Roman, one of those drivers that are tied? I want to hear what his thoughts are.
Okay, I like that. He's in prime time. I'll bring him up.
Nicholas Roman, Joshua Medlock alongside Gary Wells. Buddy, you're not qualifying here tonight, man, but you are fighting to get into that top 12, man, and you're tied coming into it tonight with 2 other drivers. Man, pressure or no pressure?
No pressure at all, man. That's how I roll.
Well, talk about Daytona, man. What is it going to take to get into that top 12, man?
Well, tonight at Daytona, it's pretty much about survival, man. That's why I didn't qualify. I'm going to hang out. That's pretty much what I do every single race. I just kind of don't qualify, hang out towards the back, and try to make my way up towards the front and later on the part of the race. But hopefully we can keep a clean car.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be key. You think teamwork here tonight going to play a big factor?
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. You come to super speedways, it's going to be about whose teams can be more organized, especially when we get on these long green run flags down to pit stops. It's going to be about who can stay together. That's going to be key on who's going to win this race, I think.
All right. Well, Gary, anything for Nicholas before we let him go?
Well, it sounds like you got a good plan in place. You got a couple teammates there with you, Isaiah, and you got looks like you got a couple other guys up back there too that maybe aren't on your team but are pretty smart racers. So just wanted to tell you good luck. Have fun down there, and hopefully we see you in the top 3 after.
All right, bud. Thank you.
All right. Good luck, Nicholas.
All right, thank you all.
All right, let's get him back down there. Well, Gary, it is our turn to make our picks here tonight before we get to the green flag and the grid. Of course, I've already made my pick, and Gary has already made his. I'm going with the 00 of Nick Hunt. Yeah, before qualifying, I'm going with the 00 of Nick Hunt here this evening.
Well, I figured I would go with the guy kind of had a bad season, but after just the podcast this week, I kind of had a good feeling about these guys. I'm going to go with Zach Ogburn tonight and the 87. He's starting 14th here tonight.
All right, well, we got our picks. Throw your picks out there in a chat. We will try to get them on here. I'll try to read them off the best way I can. I do want to remind everybody on lap 9, as they come around to take lap 9, we will be going silent here in the booth for one lap to honor all the 9 victims lost a Sunday. I will be putting a picture up there, so just giving everybody a heads up. But Gary, man, 45 seconds, buddy, and we're gonna be rocking and rolling here.
Oh, it's going to be a fun one here tonight. I've got a really good feeling. We've got a lot of people. I think we got, 40 cars in here tonight?
Oh, it's packed. Yeah, full field.
We've got 21 that qualified, so it's going to be a good race. I have a really good feeling about it. Hopefully it's as good as we're wrapping it up here.
Howard O'Hara out there. Joshua Gillian out there. Hope y'all are ready for this. Let's go racing. Jake out there in a chat as well, one of the moderators. Dustin McGee, whoop, whoop, that's what he says. Craig Franklin, how you doing? River Whisperer still out there. Edward Morris. Here we go. Get them down here on the grid.
Go ahead. We got the pit pass, right?
All right, the pit pass starting grid here tonight. Dalton Kelton grabbing the pole with a 49.699. Congratulations to Dalton for getting the pole out here. Cameron Hearn going to start on the outside of him in second. Brandon Freese third. Alan Elwood fourth. Ed Morris fifth. GT Hawkins sixth. Michael Thwaite seventh. Adam Eisenhower eighth. Matthew Welsenbach ninth. And Jason Eisenhower in 10th.
In 11th place, we've got Jeffrey Creek in the 51. In the 98, we've got Jerry Glenn in 12th. 13th, Jacob Bell. And, of course, my pick in 14th spot in the 87, Zach Ogburn. 15th, Andrew Moraz. 16th, David Elliott. 17th, Darren Clement. 18th, Gary May. 19th in the 23 car, we've got Garrett Heath. And the 40 car, we got Josh Gillian in 20th. And in 20... Or, I'm sorry, that's it. Go ahead.
21st, Mark Hamlin. 22nd, first of the non-qualifiers, Cale Gale. Bryce Sedesack, 23rd. David Weishart, 24th. Nicholas Roman, 25th. Garrett D. Grant, 26th. Michael Mueller, 27th. My pick here tonight, the 00, the 28 of Nick Hunt. Tommy Haynes, 29th. Mason Kane, 30th.
31st, we got Justin Gannon, the 30. And in 32nd, we've got Richie Evans. 33rd, Mike Rominger. 34th, Chad Curran. 35th, Timothy Zayas. 36th, we got Tommy Amassi. 37th, we've got Ryan Swan. And then in 38th, we've got Andy Starcher. He's one of the admins. Then we've got the 191 of Blair Daddy Patterson in 39th. 40th, we've got Casey Duncan, another admin tonight, Don Kidder in 41st. And then rounding out the field here in 42nd, we got Jeff Glockner in the 43 car.
All right, a full field here tonight. Want to let everybody know our green flag here for Extreme. Every green flag, the start of the race and throughout. Sponsored by All Paul's Animal Hospital, located in St. Louis Park, Minnesota. Giving them a big shout out. Go visit them on Facebook. Facebook.com/All Paul's Animal Hospital. Excuse me. Man, Gary, we're rolling off. Man, I can't wait. Get this All Paul's Animal Hospital green flag going here. Oh, man.
Yeah, we've got a full field here tonight. 41 cars. This is Daytona. This is the world center of racing. They say Darlington's the granddaddy of them all, but I like to say that Daytona is the big daddy of them all. It's a really prestigious racetrack. I know these guys are antsy to get going.
Yes, it is. Yep, coming on to the back stretch here. You can't change lanes before the start-finish line here at Extreme, and you can't go 3 wide before the exit of Turn 2. After Turn 2,
All bets are off.
All bets are off. I think these guys know it's going to be a long race. Probably go single, maybe they may stay double file, but they know it's going to be a long race as we come into Turn 3 here momentarily. Gary, what do they say, buddy?
Reach up there and pull those belts tight one more time.
All right. Coming into 4.
It's going to be interesting if they do go single file. If they decide to go the inside lane or the outside lane of where they'll ride around for a while.
Yep. All right, that iRacing pace car going to pull off to the left side of the safety of pit road. It'll be in control of the 34 of Dalton Cowden. Pace car is up. The Animal Hospital green flag is out. Buggity, buggity, buggity. We're racing here, round 9 for the Sim Speed Shop Xfinity Series at Daytona.
Side by side going into turn number 1. Looks like we've got everybody out here, everybody minding their manners, no bump drafting just yet. It's going to take them about 3/4 to a full lap to really get these cars up to full song here.
Oh, yeah, it's going to take a few laps to, and they got to get heat built up in those tires, too. Oh, we already see drivers pulling off to the apron. Matthew Welsenbach falling back.
Yeah, I think some of these guys was by design, but I think some of them might have been getting loose. I know we talked with Michael Mueller before the race. I know he said that he was hoping Andrew Moraz would come back down and drop to the back. Looks like he's done so. So it's going to be an interesting start here.
All right, Dalton Cowden going to lead the first lap here tonight. You don't get a bonus point for leading a lap, but you do get a bonus point for leading the both laps.
You do, and I think it's just for bragging rights. Ooh. It's always good to say, hey, I led Daytona, even if it is on iRacing.
Yeah, well, that 86 of Adam Eisenhower in that Sim Speed Shop machine. Got a little squirrely there, but he's okay.
We got one more kind of loose in the pack. I think that's Nick Hunt in the double
Nick.
He's falling.
He might be falling back by design, too,
Yeah, that's very true. These guys are pretty close here, but no one's really bump drafting or anything. No one's really trying to make any moves, so it's good to see these guys driving nice and clean and courteous so far. As we see the Highline get the momentum here with Cameron Hurd taking the lead.
Yep, Cameron Hurd going to lead his first lap. Yeah, the more cars you got, the better. If you got more cars on that outside line, you're definitely going to have that momentum. But is Cameron going to stay out there? He's got the 5 of Alan Elwood right behind him.
That's a teammate.
Both of these guys, teammates. Are they going to go together for Virtual Racing Alliance? They got 14 of GT right behind them, too. He's not a teammate, but you see where he's at in 3rd.
Yeah, you see where they're at, but I think we're going to see these guys. I know they were complaining about it being too tight down there on the bottom. I think we'll really start to see these guys run high and just try to get some laps in. Looks like they're trying to do a good job of that here so far.
Well, Cameron Hearn, Alan Elwood dropping it low as well as GT. Still side by side behind them. Yep, now they're going to go back. Double foul. Oh, here comes the 4. Oh,
he's going to try to make a move here early. He wants that lead.
The 14 of GT.
He's going to get it right here.
Dalton now behind him. Well, keep an eye on the front. We're going to go back here toward the field and check on for the other drivers. We got Zach Ogburn there to the outside, all by his lonesome. Got the 32, Darren Clement and Cale Gale in the 83 on that low side. Looks like Cale's going to go behind the 87. They pick up some draft off of him. He's going to drop it back low. Mark Hamlin started 21st. He is already up to 14th here in this 33 Skoll machine. A lap 5 here. 4 more laps. We will take a lap of silence as we still take a look here. Right set of sack. Currently running in 17th. Started 23rd. He has got Mason Kane ahead of him. Drafting with him, and Matthew Welsenbach, 42, David Elliott coming up through here. And then a second pack led by the MaxSpeedTV 46 machine, Michael Mueller, Ed Morse behind him. Michael Thwaites, Garrett Heath. Yeah, they're all single file back here. Looks like these drivers back here toward the back of the field, they just want to log some laps. But up here up front, they're still double file.
Yeah, they're still double file. But I think what Mueller and Ed Morris, I think what these guys have in common, about 20th on back, they want to stay within about 1.5 seconds to 2 seconds. And that's roughly where they're about at right now. Just far enough back where they can avoid the wrecks if need be. But also, they haven't left the lead pack yet, as we see David Elliott kind of falling back to these guys now as well.
All right, well, let's go back here to David Elliott, currently right back here at a 42. I'm going to pick up the 46, or the 46 picking up the 42, however you want to look at it there. I think right now it's just survival. You know, long laps, 90 laps, get the laps down, you know, see how the Xfinity car, the tires, you know, all that, the fuel, how it's going to hold up. You know, the less fuel, it really lightens it up. So, you know, how's that going to affect the green flag runs? A lot of things at a super speedway play into a factor, Gary. You've raced at them. I've raced at them. We know as that high line yet again gets that head of steam.
Yeah, when these guys are really organized together, I noticed with this tire model, really either here or Talladega, if they can get 5, 6, 8 cars in a line on the high side and they all work nose to tail, maybe not necessarily bump drafting, as we're starting to see a little bit of free wide there for a second. These guys here, they know that outside line will gain some steam for a couple laps. They'll dive down, and then the outside line will just regroup. So it's going to be a continuous comers and goers, I feel.
All right, well, we will be coming to lap 9 here, folks, momentarily.
So we see Brandon Freeze. He's going to try to make the outside lane work here. He's going to go to the outside of the 86. See if he can get his buddies here in the 34 and the 36 to come up there with him.
Oh, that's what he's doing. Alrighty, folks. We're coming to the stripe here on lap number 9. We are going to step away here real quick for a moment of silence. Alrighty, folks, back live here. A moment of silence there. Still green here at Daytona. Wonder how their tires are feeling.
I wonder how those tires are feeling too. But we got a lap car coming into the picture. 40 car Josh Gillen. He's going to stay. He's lost the draft completely. He's just going to stay on the apron here. Let these guys go by as he flips the grass.
Yes, it could be detrimental too, Gary. He's got to be careful.
Yeah, he's got to be real careful here. He's trying his best. Let these guys go. These guys are going up against the wall just to make sure they're maintaining their space. Looks like Josh is going through there unscathed, but loses a lap out of that.
Yeah, losing the draft, gonna lose a lap. Still double foul up the front, all the way
Look at
to
Brandon Freeze and Dalton Cowden go here with this tandem. It's kind of worked. He's been able to get in the lead here in the turns, but I don't think they have enough horsepower to keep up with these guys in the straights here.
Cameron Hearn on the low side with Alan Elwood, GT Hawkins, the 86 of Adam Eisenhower. On the outside, Brandon Freeze, the 34 of Cowden. It looks like the 36 Sim Speed Shot Machine, Jason Eisenhower on that outside, followed by the 77 of Jacob Bell.
Yeah, Cameron Hearn and Alan Elwood, they seem to be the guys really to dominate these races. I've noticed they run up front a lot, and it seems like they're always working together.
Oh, yeah. Jerry Glenn currently running in 10th, started 12th. Got Cale Gale onto his outside. Darren Clement, Mark Hamlin behind him. Cale Gale on that outside by his lonesome. He's getting that side draft, though.
Trying to make a Bryce Sinisek here. Somebody was making a move on him. Looked like the 29 there for a moment. As they're falling back to the second pack now.
All right.
But yeah,
29.
you were talking about a side draft there for a moment.
Yeah. Cale Gale.
It's really critical here. They've really worked on not only just the tire model, but the physics in general. Side draft is a real thing here on iRacing, and you can really gain positions and slow guys down as you get down to their side and side draft them a little bit.
Am I blind, or am I seeing speeds on the backstretch going into 3 at 2:01?
You could definitely see that in these cars, and even without the plates in the Cup cars, that is a very reoccurring theme as well. If these guys get into a big enough pack, they could really start doing that.
All right, well, I'm back here at about 35th. Jeff Glockner in the 43. 67 of Ryan Swan on the outside. The 91, or excuse me, the 191 of Blair Patterson. Old Daddy
the old
out
daddy.
there.
I think this is really the third pack here. These guys are just wanting to log some laps as well. I kind of had a feeling this was going to happen with these guys. I know that's usually Casey Duncan's strategy. I was talking with him earlier today, and really the whole team at Downforce, our goal is to stay in the back, and it looks like they're living to it right now, and they're okay with that.
All righty, folks, we've hit 36 at peak. We've got 31 watching here tonight. Share it on your social media, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, even if you still have it. I don't know who has MySpace, but I know some people probably do. Share it out there. Get some viewers out here, folks. Let's pack the field, pack the house, pack chat out here tonight. Looks like we got Howard O'Hara out there chatting it up. It looks like all by his lonesome talking about Lightning McQueen out there. I'm not exactly sure why he's talking about Lightning McQueen, but hey, Lightning McQueen, yeah, he's lightning fast. That's why they call him Lightning McQueen for sure.
Coming up on another slower car here, Nick Hunt in the 00. He's going to go to the high side. He has lost the draft and the pack, and these guys are coming up pretty quick here. They'll probably get him going through the trial.
All right, well, I'm going to be on the leaders here as we see them coming up on that 00 for the machine of Nick Hunt. Yeah, they will go 3 wide here. Nick going to stay on the outside. He's going to let the leaders go. They go 3 wide again with the 36. Oh, Jason Eisenhower getting a little loose, but he's okay.
We're about halfway through this fuel run. What's amazing to me is in practice, you really don't get a feel for the cars. We see Adam Eisenhower getting all loose there. Kind of scared me a little bit.
He's still trying to get a hold of it.
He's chasing a little bit here. But we really didn't see these guys running this big of a pack, and I think that's always a disadvantage at Daytona, Talladega. You probably get 4, 8, 10, 12 guys maximum. But when you get all 40 cars in the field, 41 cars I think here tonight, working together, it gets a little chaotic.
Yeah, it can get a little hectic for sure. Sandra Gillian out there in a chat, rooting on that number 40 as always. Her son, Joshua Gillian, the no paint 40, that's what I call him, because he's usually not running a paint. We got to give him a paint. We got to get that 40 a paint. What we got to do.
Blue stripes on there, some blue highlights on there.
Well, I see that, but we got to get him a paint. Sandra,
sponsor him.
Get him a paint. Sponsor him. we got to get him a paint. We sure do.
We sure do. That's for sure. But I think he likes running the unsponsored look there. I wish he'd have a different colored number than just a white number. Maybe that'll help it a little bit. As we see,
he's got that blue.
Dalton Cowden and Jacob Bell try to get this high lane going here.
Let's go back up front
for the moment.
I know that number 40. Oh, that number 2 getting squirrely. Uh-oh.
Yes, sir.
Whoa.
It's starting to get light
Oh.
here. These guys are more than halfway through their fuel run, so cars are going to be a little bit light, especially on entry. You don't want to push them too hard on entry. So, or really anywhere in these corners. You want to be right there on the bumper, but you don't want to touch them. As we see the top 3 once again, all Toyotas pulling out here.
Yeah, Thomas Geyer out there in a chat. Saying he loves this. Well, man, we do appreciate it here. Not only for myself at MaxSpeedTV, I know Gary appreciates it. Up here filling in here tonight, but Extreme appreciates it. The drivers appreciate it. And most importantly, the fans and the sponsors appreciate you guys tuning in out there, man. And right now we're seeing the way that fuel burning off. These guys getting a little loosey-goosey out there.
Yeah, you're really going to see it on entry and really on exit. These cars getting really light, especially on exit, because that banking that goes away pretty quick.
All right, I want to know now. Fuel somewhere between 27 and 32. Could we see these guys within the next 7 or so laps get single filed and get ready to come down pit road? Now the question will remain as Brandon Free's going to be dropping back here. He may be getting ready to maybe come down pit road here in the next couple of laps.
Yeah, I think he's trying to get ready to come down pit road. And I also think we're going to see him try to drop back with his teammates. I think we'll see guys pit really in 2 different cycles. I think you'll see probably the lead pack pit first, and those last 10 to 12 cars that were in that second pack, I think they'll come next. So you don't want to pit all 40 cars all at once. That could cause some disaster. But interesting stuff here. The top 2 are single file now. But these guys, they're going to have to start thinking about, okay, when am I going to pit? Who am I with? Who am I around? What's my strategy? Do I take 2? Do I take 4? Do I take none? Do I just go gas and go? I think we'll see a lot of these guys do that. I really don't see them taking tires under green unless they slide them. So, and even under caution, we might only see 2.
Well, we're definitely going to have to watch green flag pit stops. Because they're going to be coming down to that. Can they get it safely on pit road? Who's going to take tires? Who's not going to take tires? Who's going to take 2? Who's going to take 4? All that is going to play about here on that first round of green flag pit stops coming up here within 5 or so laps. Yeah.
And honestly, there's going to be one, at least one. You know who I'm watching for? Who's going to speed on pit road? Who's going to be the guy to mess it all up for themselves, have to come back down, take the walk of shame down through pit road, and lose the draft and lose at least 1 lap? Because when you speed here, that's at times fatal. That can really ruin your race chances, especially if we get into some green flag runs like these guys are doing right now.
Oh, yeah, awesome green flag running out here by these drivers. 23 laps into the race. I usually do it on lap 24, but I'm not going to do another one here tonight. I think lap 9. I think that's just fair enough. What do you say, Gary?
Yeah, I'd say that's fair enough. Represents all the fatalities that were in that helicopter crash a couple days ago, which was definitely not good.
Tragic. Yeah.
Yeah, but I did see something on Facebook today that Shaq, of course, he's hosting a Super Bowl party, and all the proceeds that he gets out of that Super Bowl party, he's going to donate to the families of the 9 victims.
Oh,
their
wow,
families,
awesome. Yep. Awesome.
For that.
Awesome.
So, Shaq always a classy guy. Good to see that.
Yeah.
Good to see him doing that.
I hear he's a big old teddy bear. Never met him, but I hear he's a big old teddy bear.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, we coming here. About 3 more laps. We'll be within inside that window. Now I'm looking here. We got 17 likes. We've got 40 watching here tonight. Come on, folks. Hit that like button. Let's see here if we can get 30 to 35 likes here tonight
Oh, I was talking 50 views. That's
Well, hey, I'd be happy with 100, but you know, like, get it out there, share it, social media, get some people out here watching. Go!
Well, we see these guys are really starting to get into their pit window here within the next 2 or 3 laps. We're still seeing 3 guys, you know, try to fight for this lead, but
Hell, up front now.
Yep, Cale Gale led that lap there by a 13,000th of a second, real close there, but you can tell the guys that are getting ready to go down pit road here, they're all just lining up single file on the bottom here.
Big question is, who and when is going to come down pit road first?
Yeah, it's interesting. We got this third pack here. I keep forgetting about these guys. They're about 45 seconds behind, almost a full lap. These guys just now exiting, it looks like turn number 2 here as the leaders are going into turn 1, I do believe. So real interesting here. We got some guys that are pretty far back, about 24 seconds behind. They're about a half lap back. So
yeah. All right.
Really going to come into play here. And really, the place that I always watch these wrecks, if we do get one tonight, it's usually off the exit of turn 2 and on the backstretch. I don't know why, but it seems like that's where all these wrecks happen, is in a straight line. So.
All right, well, let's take a left rear look here on Cameron Hearn. Looking back here at the Toyota Supra of the 5. Just to give a bird's eye view of how close these drivers get. And they are neck and neck, a bumper to bumper here. I like Supra of that number 5, though, you know, staying off his bumper, kind of moving
like
in
on I-95.
Yeah, kind of moving in and out. Going to give him a little bit of a bump. Oh, don't want to bump there. Going into the corner, though.
Yeah, don't want to do that. But it's his teammate. I'm sure they've been practicing that in case that were to happen during a race, so they kind of know each other, but still don't want to be doing that. And honestly, with some of these guys bobbing and weaving out, sometimes really, if they've been tucked up under somebody for a couple laps, it's really to try to keep that engine cool.
Oh, yeah, for sure. All right, well, we are now within that fuel window. Knows the truth. Saying awesome view. Appreciate that. Yeah, that was a good view, wasn't it?
Yeah, anytime you could get really onto their left rear suspension or their right rear suspension, you really get to see how close these guys
are. Are we going to see 3 wide up front? The 34 of Cal shooting the gap. 3 wide. Oh, that didn't last long.
No, that didn't last long, but really, these guys really aren't trying to do that right now. I think they just want to get some laps. Oh, Dalton, evasive move. I think he's getting ready to
down inside of the 86, in front of the 86.
That was a very aggressive move. I've done that myself on iRacing. I've actually spun, so I was amazed there for Dalton that he didn't lose that car right there.
Oh man, that was close.
that was that. I
think Adam needs to go check himself.
Adam might need to change his pants after this race. That was evasive for sure.
Too close for comfort.
Well, I just want to say shout out to Jacob Bell Racing just as a whole. They've got 2 cars here in the top 10, the 77, the 76. They're running strong so far here. But looks like everybody's fanning it out. They're all trying to stay single file.
All right, what we can do is David Elliott sliding it in pit road here. I'm going to go back here. We are still under green. I'm going to go back here.
Got some significant damage in the rear end. I wonder how he got that.
Yeah, take a look at what happened to David Elliott as he was coming down pit road.
Oh, looks like as the second pack was coming in, maybe they weren't coming in. And he hit the cone there. That's gonna be a violation. He's gonna have to go and serve that. That's an unsafe pitch.
Oh, yep, right there, hitting
And
the cone.
and he was probably speeding, so he's gonna have to come down and hold himself there for about 30 seconds.
Oh, heavy
And I
damage
had
gonna
a
be.
feeling this back group was gonna pit here first, so
Yep.
maybe they're trying to try something here where they can get up front.
MaxSpeedTV 46 having a moment here on pit road. Had to back up. Gale on pit road. Andrew
I'm
Mirage.
surprised
Gary
that's a legal pit stop because
Flynn.
I know on iRacing sometimes it's really sensitive when you get to the inside wall like he did there.
Yep. Jeffrey Creek off and away. Brandon Freeze off and
Looks
away.
like Mueller did take tires there.
Everybody's off and away here. Oh,
And
gave
now
the
we're
lead.
going to start seeing the pit stops here. These front runners going to come down pit road.
Yeah, here we go.
I
Jacob
think,
Bell coming down pit road. That's part of Jacob Bell Racing here. And Jacob Bell, Mason Kane, Zach
they're coming down
Ockburn,
together.
Welzenbach coming down.
Yeah, these guys here with all these pit stops happening, really starting to get a good feel. They're really starting to get a little more organized. So, really good to see. No incidents, really, other than with the, what was that, the 42 of David Elliott.
Oh, Bryce Sedesak also
But
on
these
pit
guys
road.
have really exceeded the pit window. I think they could probably go one more lap here, Josh. I think we were a little off with our fuel guesstimation.
27 to 32. Yeah, I did say plus or minus a few laps, so
Well,
you
here
know.
comes the leader, Adam Eisenhower. He's coming down pit road. Same thing with GT Hawkins. Oh,
Yep.
Adam almost kind of
Oh,
lost
yeah.
it there. Got a little loose.
The 86 of
That
Adam.
really is, guys. That really is, for some of you guys that don't do iRacing,
Darren,
that
Gary.
is a really hard pit entry to get into.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is. Mark Hamlin also down in that Skull 33. Like the leaders, then Jeffrey Creek. Jeffrey Creek and Alan Elwood can get back around before.
Those VRA cars are on 1-2
Yeah.
right now. 1, 2, and 4.
Yep. Yeah, got the 25 of Cameron Hearn right there with him.
I think we got this middle pack. These guys that were running about a second or two behind the leaders, it looks like they're starting to cycle through here, and they'll probably take over the lead.
All right. Full steam ahead.
And these guys are smart. Oh, Adam Eisenhower's in the grass.
Oh.
Just saw it there in my shot last second. I don't know what happened to him here.
All right, well, let's go back here on the MaxSpeedTV replay. Take a look.
Oh,
No
he's in the
caution.
grass big time.
He's on pit road here, and then he comes off of pit road.
Oh, you know what happened? This apron, I tell you what, this is also another thing these guys got to watch. If you're pushing it too hard, you could get loose on that apron just trying to get up to speed, and you will spin that car out. And it looks like Adam pushed the limit a little too far there.
Oh, yeah, he did. Yep, off into the grass, coming off of pit road. He got it back going, though. Going to cost him a whole lot of steam. And
a lot of time, man. It's
in
gonna
the
cost him
draft.
He's gonna be by himself by the time he gets up to speed. But look at this mid pack here. We got a caution.
Oh, we do. Oh, and it is a man. Several drivers involved. Matthew Welzenbach and the 36 involved in this. Let's go back on the MaxSpeedTV replay and take a look at what happened.
Well, let's take a look here. Either he was an innocent victim or he had some help. Let's see. Oh.
Let's see here what happened here. I know
It went out for me there for a second.
it's like the 29 is going to be side by side here with the 36 with the 09 behind him.
I think he just got loose there, Josh.
Oh, right there. Oh, man. Now the 09 maybe stuck to the air right out from the 29 as he went into the corner. You know, we haven't talked about the suck of the air off of each other, but right here we are going to see the 29 and the 36 contact, and then contact again. The 29 hitting the wall, the 10 getting a piece of the 29. He just tried to dodge it. The 10 of Gary May. First caution of the evening here tonight. Everybody just pitted. I don't think they'll come down pit road, but I could be wrong.
Well, I think even though I know they only just ran a handful of laps, I still think that fuel window is going to be very important for these guys. I think we'll still see a couple come down here and at least top off the tank.
All right, well, let's get our first interview in here real quick.
Who are you thinking?
I'm thinking
I'll
the
pull
number.
him up for you.
I got him.
Oh, you got it? Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just making sure he's not coming down pit road. It looks like
Ed Morris, if you're talking about him, he is coming down.
He is coming down pit road, so we are going to wait here. I don't like interviewing people when they're on pit road. I just don't like doing it.
And I just heard from race officials that it was a race incident. That first caution there between the 29 and the 09.
All right. Well, coming down from the admins, Andy Starcher, Don Kidder, and the boss man himself up there in the booth. Rick Donovan. It's in the admin
he's just
tower.
watching up there tonight. I don't think he's really making a whole lot of calls, but I could be wrong.
I think he's up there enjoying the show.
And, I mean, these first 30-some laps, they really did a really good job. So, hopefully with this first long run they had, hopefully they can keep doing that.
All right, still waiting on Ed Morris to come out. He's been on pit road 35 seconds. Oh, did he get a speeding penalty?
I don't know if he got a speeding penalty or what. He might be repairing some damage.
All right, well, let's see here if we can get him up here real quick.
Go ahead, pull him up.
Ed Morris, Joshua Medlock in the booth. Buddy, got a copy?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, you're currently running 30th. You stayed on pit road there for a second, buddy. First caution of the evening. How's the race out there tonight, man?
Well, it looked like it was going pretty good. I don't know what happened with that caution there, but it looked like a lot of patience is being shown, so it kind of got single-filed, which is a good thing. These races are just so unpredictable.
Yeah, well, we still got a ways to go, man. We're not even halfway yet here tonight. So, what do you got to do here? You're coming into tonight, 10th in the point standings. You're really on the bubble, man. So, what's going through your mind?
I got to make it to the end. I got to have a good race tonight.
Right now, it's just survival.
It's survival. Just trying to make sure you stay out of the big one and don't get in any trouble and keep the car clean, so that way we can be there toward the end and hopefully come out with a good start or a good finish or a win or something.
Get the most
the goal
points.
is to get into the chase here, so.
Yeah, get the most points you possibly can get, right?
That's absolutely correct.
All right, Ed, man, we're going to let you get back to it. I know you were in conversation down there, so good luck out there, bud.
Thanks, man.
Uh-huh. All right.
Always that awkward silence there, as a driver. We talk in there. And then you pull us up for an interview, and then we're just, okay, where'd I go? Who am I talking to? We kind of, sometimes we don't know, but we do know.
Yeah. All right, well, still talking about Lightning McQueen out there. Kind of arguing out there in chat about Lightning McQueen and Samson Motorsports here.
He was the best race car driver that ever lived. I'm just saying. He is the best.
I don't even know who Lightning McQueen is other than the Cars Show.
That's what we're talking about.
Oh, okay.
I'm not even talking with them. I'm just saying Lightning McQueen's the best ever. I don't know what happened to this 34 car here, but I saw that he was on the apron.
Oh, Dalton Cowden.
I can't tell if he has damage. I don't think he does, but...
let's see here if we can get a closer look at that Performance Camaro. I don't see any damage on that machine, but, there could be minute.
I think he had a moment there. I think he was blinking. That could have been the case there. He might have been blinking a little bit, so he decided to pull off, but looks like we're all good now.
All right, well, Jeffrey Creek up front, Alan Elwood in second, Dalton Cowden third, Darren Clement fourth, Mark Hamlin in fifth. As we come to the one to go here, next time by is going to be the All Paul's Animal Hospital Green Flag Restart here. They sponsor all green flags here. So glad to have them again on board here. One of the drivers here at Extreme works there. So,
yeah, works there, part owner of it, I guess. And
I don't know if he's part owner. I don't know.
Doug Carlson, he's the man. He decided to bring his company into it, which is nice to see. A different sponsorship with with an animal hospital instead of some of these other places. So that's good.
They are located in St. Louis Park, Minnesota. So Go get
I
him
don't
on
even know where
Facebook.
that is.
Go get him on Facebook. Show him some love. Facebook.com/All Paul's Animal Hospital.
Yeah, and looks like Jeffrey Creek here decided to take the inside lane, which is interesting. Normally with teammates, I know sometimes they kind of flip that around. They take the outside and come down on their teammate. It's usually what happens, but he's choosing the inside lane here for this restart.
All right, well, it's coming to that All Paul's green flag restart. Gary, get them going, buddy.
All right, well, we're here in turn stream forward. It's going to be about a minute. But they're coming down through here, turns 3 and 4 this time. All VRA front row here. Third place, got Dalton Cowden, and then Darren Clement in fourth place. You got Proformance there in third and fourth. Then it's Mark Hamlin and Adam Eisenhower rounding out your top 6. Pace car off pit road here. These guys coming to the green flag back in the air. We're back underway at Daytona.
Round 9.
These guys are double file. Looks like Darren's going to fall down to the inside to go with his teammate there, the 34. Looks like Alan Elwood. He's going to fall back a little bit here.
Yeah, he's getting
He's got
kind
no
of
help until the 86.
Yeah, he's getting trapped there on that outside. Yeah, that 86. Oh, Adam Eisenhower.
I can't blame Darren. I think he wanted to go with his teammate, and he thought that was the right decision. As we see Brandon, he's going to make a move to the outside. He's going to try to go with this 5 car here.
Brandon. Oh, we're wrecking. Oh, no. We're still.
We got people wrecking here.
Oh, we're still green. Oh, no, Adam Eisenhower. Everybody trying to get around Adam. What happened here?
Well, let's go back and take a look here,
Yeah,
Josh.
I'm going to go back here and take a look at it here on the MaxSpeedTV replay because something happened to Adam, and that caused, I don't know. Was it Adam?
He got loose, man.
Oh.
He got loose, and only him and maybe one other car. Everybody heads up driving, everybody checking up for the 86 and getting around him.
There, yep. Got loose right into the 30, the 86 back out there into the wall.
That's very common. I know sometimes on that outside lane, that's happened to me a few times. So I can't really completely fault Adam there.
Looks like the 76 there, dodging. Dodging it. And the 86 keeping it up there on the wall. Everybody trying to get around him. And they do. How they managed to do that, I don't know. But Adam Eisenhower is going to be on pit road here.
Well, and we like to say that these guys are the semi-pros. A lot of these guys race also in the Cup Series. That's our professional league, our most advanced. So these guys really know what they're doing as far as like avoiding wrecks and do a pretty good job of doing so. As we got a battle for the lead here. Looks like Alan Elwood's going to push Cale Gale, trying to give him the lead anyway.
Yeah, trying to get him up there to the lead.
Alan's just kind of been one of those guys where if his teammate's there, I'll push him. I don't think it really matters for him. I think he just wants to be up front.
All right, well, 22 laps here. We are only 8 down from the 30. Come on, folks.
Let me go in there and like it. Hang on.
Got a couple of distinctive packs here going on. 17 of Tommy.
That scary moment there with Eisenhower, that really caused a really big break in this pack. I think we got about, a half dozen, maybe to 10 cars here, maybe 12 cars here in this pack. So
something like that, yeah. I'm back here with Garrett.
I'll make it 31 watching here for a moment. I'm going to go like this thing.
All right, well, I'm back here with Shad Curran here, and currently in the 20th position. Started 34th. He does have some rear end damage there. Man, that might be affecting that downforce. I don't know. You know, you want your car clean as possible here at Daytona, and he is losing positions onto the high side.
Well, it just really makes it hard for him to be pushed.
Yeah, it does.
If there's not a flat surface there, if there's that big gaping hole like he's got in the rear, oh my gosh, these guys are shuffling back here. Interesting.
Yeah. They're
little
shuffling
sidetrack.
big.
Sorry, had a squirrel moment. Had a
Yeah,
squirrel moment.
three wide for a second.
3 wide
Yep.
for a second there. Anyway, with Shad though, it's really hard to push him. Like 88 here of it was David Weishart. It's difficult. You gotta really know when to try to let the air push him, and then maybe try to get on his back bumper somewhere on the left rear or the right rear.
All right, 35 are watching, still watching this mid-pack here, being led by the 17 of Tommy Haynes. Look at Garrett Heath, though, to the inside.
Yep, he's trying to make it work. He's got
getting that side draft. He does have some help.
He's got some help there with that performance car there of the 43 of Glockner.
43.
We see
Yep.
the other 3 performance cars of Tommy Haynes and Mike
Richie.
Roberts.
3 wide.
Okay.
Getting around the 10. 3
Gary
wide
May
again.
there again.
Richie
I don't
Evans.
think this is not the exciting 3 wide. This is the old crap 3 wide. Gotta get around these guys here.
Oh, Richie Evans pulling behind.
Here, the outside, as we see a battle between these guys here.
Tommy Haynes in the 17, right up ahead of the 9 of Mike Rominger on the outside. Michael Thwaite.
That rear end as well for Mike.
Yeah, he does. At number 9.
Looks like 24 is going to try to go with his teammate Weishart. He pulled up there into the high lane. I think these guys here, a mixed bag of Samson, Primetime, JBR here. I think these guys are just trying to get around this low line here.
Well, back here to the third pack, Gary, led by Cameron Hearn. He's got a train of cars behind him. Casey Duncan, the Daddy Patterson, Timothy Zayas, Nick Hunt back out here on the lead lap. Bryce Setasak, Tommy Amassi, Andrew Mirage, Michael Mueller, Nicholas Roman, all these drivers back here. Joshua Gillian in the mix here as well.
Got a caution. I don't know where, but we got a caution.
We do. Oh, G.T. Hawkins involved in this.
Really?
And it looks like Jeffrey Creek involved in this as well.
Well, what happened? These guys are running up here in first.
Well, let's go ahead and take a look at what happened to Jeffrey Creek and company. Right. We see the third. Oh, right there. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that coding maybe. Contact between the 34 and the 51. Oh, man.
Ooh.
Well, that's it. The 51. Oh, Brandon Freeze in the 2. Got to get a piece of that. A 51. 51 comes down. Oh, GT Hawkins at the pit pass 14. Got to get a piece of the 51 as well. All right.
Unfortunately, I'm having a little bit of an issue seeing some of these replays here. So.
Uh-oh.
But it's good. I can see it live. That's all that matters.
All right. Well, not an admin. Let the admins handle that.
We don't make those calls. We'll let them do that.
Andy Starcher, Don Kidder up there in the admin tower. And my old buddy Rick left.
All right, racing incident between the 51 and the 34 there.
All right, well, the leaders coming down pit road here. Pierce M. The second caution of the evening, Pierce. Been some hard racing out here by these drivers tonight. Second caution. But, still fantastic driving by everybody.
Yeah, and we're a little bit past halfway here, Josh, already. So these guys have really shown a lot of respect up here to this point. Really no big ones either. Everybody just kind of, if they wreck, they lock it down, and it's a different kind of race here tonight. It's interesting for Daytona.
Yeah, it is. All right, well, let's see here if we can get. I don't know where he is at.
Who are you looking for?
Well, I think he was involved in that, and I don't know if he wants to talk. The 23 of Garrett Heath, he wasn't involved in that, was he?
No, he wasn't. He was kind of back in the back. You want me to bring him up?
Yeah, go ahead and bring him up. Garrett Heath, Joshua Medlock alongside Gary Wills. Buddy, got a copy?
Got a copy.
Well, Garrett coming in two tonight, tied with two other drivers. Buddy, what's going through your mind here tonight?
Survival of the fittest.
Survival of the fittest, man. Well, coming out here 17th currently right now, but it ain't over. Man, what do you got to do to get up there and to get the most points that you can? Other than survive. We know that.
I mean, that's what I was going to say. That's pretty much all there is to it. I got a great team. We're all great pushers. We pit well. So, if we survive, don't be surprised if you see us up here.
All right, buddy. Prime time motorsports, man. Well, Gary, anything for Garrett real quick?
No, that's it, man. Good luck the rest of this race, and hopefully we see you up here later.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Uh-huh. You know, it's always good to talk to the drivers that are tied in the points, you know?
I think you hit all of them, didn't you? Between Broman and
the only
Hunt
one I have
and,
not hit yet was Nick Hunt. So,
well, you want to pull him up here? I don't know what he's doing. He's your pick.
Well, yeah, let's go ahead and get Nick up here. Nick Hunt, Joshua Medlock alongside Gary Wills, buddy. Got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Josh.
Well, you're tied coming into tonight, buddy. No pressure. But what's it going to take, man, to get yourself into the top 12, man?
Man, I got to have a little bit of luck. I ain't had none. I've been getting ripped off on the... I got a hole in my bucket that collects all my luck. It just runs out.
Well, Nick, I don't want to put the pressure on you here any more than what it is, but you are my pick here tonight. So it ain't over, man. Don't give up.
Man, I thought you were smarter than that. I don't know, man.
Hey, anything can happen.
I give them a head start if you noticed.
Hey, now you're back on the lead lap here, bud. So running 19th, running pretty strong here. Keep it going.
Well, I'm trying. I just want to stay out of trouble and be there at the end and see what happens.
All right, Nick, man. We'll let you get back to it, buddy. Good luck.
All right, appreciate it.
Uh-huh. Oh, Nick Hunt, man.
I'm getting pretty quick at moving these guys, man.
Hey, yeah, you're on the ball, man. Hey, less I have to
Finally
do.
learning this team speak thing. So.
The less I have to do in moving, the better. All right. Well, the All Paws Animal Hospital Green Flag Restart going to be coming up here momentarily. They are going to get that one to go here with Alan Elwood.
He's going to take his free, or not his free pass, but his wave around here.
Yeah. Oh, Elwood, his nickname up front.
Well, for you.
Yeah, it slipped and it just stuck. So,
hey,
you know.
Whatever works.
GOM 1600 out there in chat says, shout out, Wells.
Who am I shouting out?
I guess GOM 1600.
Hi, Gio. There's a shout out. I think he's one of our spotters for Thursday night over at Down Force, for the Cup Series. So I think he's just watching this right together, gather some notes here, and kind of do some scouting for tomorrow.
Oh, man. Well,
which I'll be in the field, so I don't know. It might be a wreck fest tomorrow since I'm in. I might take out a few
guys. Gary's going to be racing. Well, tomorrow night, the Recmotech Cup Series right here on MaxSpeedTV, 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central, right here at Daytona. Man, it's going to be just as exciting as what it is here tonight. I think we're going to see some more 3-wide. I imagine we're going to see even 4-wide before it's all said and done here.
Well, those cars have a little bit more downforce, so they can get away with a lot more than these cars here.
Well, yeah, but I even think tonight we're going to see that 3 and 4 wide more. You know, I think we're going to be coming down to it. We're 40 laps, man. We're 40 laps. So, all right. That Ford Mustang going to dive off here.
All Paul's Animal Hospital green flag here, Josh.
Yes, it is. Thank you all, Paul, for coming on board. Pace car is up. And the All Paws Animal Hospital green flag back out here tonight. Well, we are over that halfway mark here tonight. Let's crank it up here on MaxSpeedTV. Alrighty, folks, back live here on MaxSpeedTV. Hopefully everybody enjoyed the Crank It Up cam there. We did have some moments there, Gary, we were concerned about. Fill us in.
Yeah, there was a little bit of contact between the 11 of Casey Duncan and the 34 of Dalton Cowden. They ended up saving it, but that did cause a split in the pack here. Looks like the top 6 ended up out okay, but it looked like it split up the pack once again.
All right. Well, no caution. Everybody's still green flag racing. Well, Michelle McMaster Eisenhower out there in a chat.
Got a caution.
Oh, we do have a caution. Oh, several drivers going to get involved in this. Uh-oh, Cameron Hearn. Going to be one of those drivers. Let's go back here on the MaxSpeedTV replay. Take a look.
He might be done for the night here, Josh. He's got a lot of damage.
Oh, no. Cameron Hearn, outside pole sitter.
Oh,
right about here with the 99. But what? What happened here? They're coming up on the 40 there. Joshua Gillian. Joshua hits that double yellow line. Oh, straight up. Oh, no, straight up into the 25. The 09 of Bryce Sinisak, nowhere to go. The 191 of Blair Patterson going to get a little bit of it. Oh,
yep.
Right down into the 46. It looks like the 7 going to scave by. The 12 of Michael Thwaite's going to lock it down. The 05 going to get around on the outside. But a lot of drivers, Gary. You got 2 of them, especially the 09, our points leader, and the 25 of Cameron Hearn. Heavy damage. Unfortunately, looking.
Out of those names you mentioned, you gave me a small heart attack as a team owner because you mentioned the 191, the 46, and the 99 all on the same team running together as they get through that wreck. But they made it through. That's good. But man, those wrecks at Daytona can be scary trying to get through them. Sometimes you got to have the Days of Thunder strategy and go to the high side and punch it. And I know that's what some of these guys try to do. So.
All right. Well, everybody down pit road. Everybody down pit road here.
With some of these guys that used up their tires trying to get through a couple of these almost wrecks here that last time, I'm not fully surprised.
Coming to lap 60 here in about 3 laps.
And I do want to mention from the admin booth, it is a racing incident between the 40 and the 99.
All right. We don't make the rules. We just follow them.
We just announce them. We don't even follow them.
We got to follow. Well, Dave, you're a racer. You got to follow them.
You're right. But when I'm up here, I don't have to follow them. I just call them as I see them.
Yeah. We don't make up the calls. We get all of our information from the admin for everybody out there, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Who do we talk to here? You know, I want to talk to, let's say Jerry Glenn here.
Okay. Yeah, let's do
where
it. You
is
want me to pull him up?
Jerry? Oh, he's currently running 6. So if you could find him, bring him on up
He's in
here.
prime time. I got you.
All right, Jerry Glenn, Joshua Medlock alongside Gary Wells. Buddy, got a copy.
I got you, Joshua.
Well, man, currently running in 16th in the points. You're fighting to get into the top 12, buddy. Tonight, you know, it's Daytona. We got the final race next week. But most importantly, what is it going to take here tonight?
Well, as you know, you got to miss the wrecks, and I've done so far. Luckily, knock on wood somewhere. But I'm really just rolling the dice and throwing caution to the wind, and just going to run up front with these guys and just see what happens. Normally, as you know, I would probably hang out in the back and try to miss the big wrecks, but I'm just hanging with these guys and pretty much sticking with the 83. I'm just going to do what he does.
So right now, following a Kale Gale.
That's not a bad idea.
Go ahead, Jerry.
Yes, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, when he pitted earlier in the first caution or the first green flag, I pitted and just kind of staying with him and just hanging up front here and just going to see what happens.
All right. Well, y'all can y'all make it from here on fuel, or is it going to be closed?
I think it's going to be close. It's probably going to depend how hard we push it. Some of us guys that's in the draft can save a little bit, so it's doable to make it the rest of the way. You just got to watch your fuel for sure. If we get a green-white-checker at the end, then we could be in trouble.
Oh, man, got to watch the P's and Q's for sure. All right, Jerry, well, it ain't over, buddy, and don't give up, man. Keep, I would say trucking, but this ain't truck, so keep Xfinity carring, you know.
Nice Xfinity.
Yeah, 10-4, appreciate it. We're going to do all we can here and try to get a good finish. That's all I need is a good finish. I don't want to get in a wreck. If somebody's in front of me, I'll push them to the win and just hold my spot.
All right. Good luck, Jerry.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. All right. Whoa. That was
We got
quick.
time for one more?
I
had it on
No,
my
we
mouse
are one to go,
here. Oh, we
unfortunately.
are one to go. Okay.
Yeah. One to go this time by the All Paul's Edible Hospital green flag restart. Coming up here when they make the trek around the track here at Daytona for round 9 of the Sim Speed Shop Xfinity Series at Daytona, presented by MaxSpeedTV. Myself, Joshua Medlock, Gary Wells up here in the booth.
As we are getting going here.
Oh, all right. Well, Gary, I believe it is your turn
Well, we haven't had a whole lot of yellows tonight, so
to get them going.
makes it a little easier here. As they're coming off of turn number 2 down this long back straightaway here. They're going to really be picking up speed here this next time by. We see a couple cars lingering coming off pit road here, a couple stragglers between the 99, the 191, and the 7. I think they just wanted to top off and be safe on their gas. I think they'll definitely make it from here now that they topped it off. Going to be really interesting here. These guys coming to 3 and 4 now. Will these guys make it? Will some of them have to pit? We'll find out here over the next 31 laps as they take the green flag here for the All Paws Animal Hospital green flag.
Right.
Pace car rounding turn 4. This Ford Mustang iRacing pace car here about to duck to the safety of pit road. Green flag back in the air here. They're side by side. Alan Elwood with a strong restart here. Got the 17 right behind him. These guys going to be really double file. Some of these guys already ducking down to the inside.
Yep. You can change lanes after the start-finish line. So after you have crossed that start-finish line, you are allowed to change your lane. As they exit turn number 2 here onto the backstretch. Now, if they wanted to, Well, they can go 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10 wide. I mean, they
40
can,
wide, you know. They
yeah,
can
I
do
mean,
whatever.
yeah, anything's possible after turn 2.
Well, we see some really tight racing
I
here
gotta-
between the 32 and the 83. Cale Gale all over the back bumper of Darren here.
Yeah, I've got to give kudos to that 17 right now. Tommy Haynes
Yeah, he's
started
put on a really good race.
29th and up to 3rd.
Yeah, he's put on a really good race tonight. Really been patient, working his way up through the field. Also, shout out to Casey Duncan. He started shotgun on the field tonight. He's
Yeah.
all the way up to 6th spot.
Yep. Casey Duncan in 6th. Now he is in this front pack here. Jacob Bell, Jerry Glenn, Richie Evans starting 32nd and 7th. Jerry Glenn 12th to 8th. GT Hawkins falling back here. Currently running in 9th from 6th. Mark Hamlin currently running in 10th and 21st. Well, let's go ahead and give a rundown here. Well, it's kind of hard to give a rundown because they're changing positions here so quickly.
Yeah, they change positions here, and then they change before, as I'm reading them from the last lap. So, but Casey Duncan back up to 5th here now. He's inside the top 5. He's really making some noise here. I like his car here.
I like the
Darrell Waltrip.
Yep, I like the respect given out there in chat here tonight between Joshua Gillian and Cameron Hearn. A big shout out to the drivers that have joined chat here tonight. And the respect.
Oh, made me a little bit nervous there.
And the apology. That means a lot when it comes to racing. I mean, I used to race.
Go a long way.
Oh, yeah, it does. It sure does. Well, that 83 of Cale Gale.
He is
all over.
The back bumper off that 32. I swear.
I don't know what Cale is doing here. He's currently.
It's go time. Which it kind of is, you know, getting to the end of the race. Maybe he wants to try to get that 32 up to the lead here.
All right. Well, I'm going to flash the point standings up here on screen for everybody again. Coming in 2 tonight.
Oh, he's getting close. I think he's going to try to make it 3 here.
Oh, no. Cale Gale is not.
He's looking, man. Darren's opening that door. Tommy Haynes up to 2nd now here.
We're gonna see 3 wide before it's over with. I guarantee you. It's gonna. We may even see the 4 wide.
4 wide's a little sketch, but 3 wide is definitely doable here at Daytona.
All right, Richie Evans fighting on the inside. They've got more drivers on that inside line than on that outside. So, can this, be the case, that inside line? Well, as
here
we
comes
see,
GT Hawkins. He's going to come and join this group to the outside.
Yep. GT going to join that outside line. Nick Hunt on that outside line.
He's on that outside line. Not a whole lot of help. I mean, he's got Mike Roman
on the 9.
That's a teammate there, but I think that's not going to do a whole lot. They might be able to reel these guys in.
Here comes some more drivers. The 34 of Cowden to the outside. Lane switching.
Our pole sitter here, he's trying to get back up here. He wants to try to get a win.
Oh, man. What is going to happen?
Look at these guys here. A lot of the guys that we normally don't see up front, they are running really good here right now. Hopefully they can keep that stretch going here.
We're going to a far chase here on Darren Clement on the outside line here. Got Cale Gale behind him, and you can just see.
He is all over his back bumper.
Man.
Oh, side drafting, maybe a little bit of contact there between him and Casey Duncan there. Cale Gale in the 83.
We're going to go on a right front here. We're going to kind of change the camera angle for everybody. Just look at how close the 83 is here to that 32. Cale Gale looking to the inside. 3 wide here on the back stretch. Into turn 3.
He was going to leave Darren Clement hanging out. He's been leaving that door open. Darren has. Cale knows it's time to go. He wants to leave him hanging. He wants to go to the front.
Oh, we got a
And
car
look at Casey
smoking.
Duncan
Can you
here.
check, see who's smoking? 3 wide, still yet.
I think it was some ping. I think we're all good here.
Oh.
But Casey Duncan, he's making it 3 wide.
He's going to go 3 wide up the center. Oh, getting around. Man.
I think he wants to get that push from Cale Gale. I think he saw it earlier with Darren. He wants to try to get up here and lead some laps. This outside line's got some momentum now. He's going to do some side drafting as much as he can. Cale's going to try to follow him here.
I knew it was going to get real. I think it's about to get extreme.
Well, we've got 24, coming to 23 laps to go here.
Oh, man. All right.
Oh, it ain't over yet. You got one more day of this. We got the cup race tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. 38 watching, 27 lights. Can we hit that 30 here tonight? David Myers joining chat here. Man, we've already seen.
He's really working on that side draft there.
Oh, yeah. He's trying to take the air off of that number 8 right now of Richie Evans. But he's got Cale Gale behind him right now.
I don't
Cale
want to mess around
Gale.
with that side draft a whole lot. You got Cale Gale right there on your bumper. I would definitely go with him. But I think Cale's going to go down the inside. He's going to leave that 11 car hanging. And this is when KC's going to start going to the back ever so slightly.
He's holding strong, though.
You got the 34 coming here as well behind
Jacob
GT.
Bell. 14 of GT. 34 of Dalton on the outside. 32
And
of
here
Darren
comes,
Clement.
Darren, he's going to try to make a comeback here. Now, this is a really good pusher. Jacob Bell is really good at places like Daytona and Talladega. He's going to give this 11 car a shot. I think he's even got the lead here as they go into turn 3.
He does. KC Duncan up front.
Go ahead and make that move, Casey. Go down to the bottom. He has got that thing all up front. They're going to be 3 wide.
We're going to go. Oh, no, 3 wide for the lead. Oh, man. Jacob Bell. 3 wide still yet up front. Jacob Bell, KC Duncan now. 3 wide again.
These guys are still 3 wide here.
Jesus.
Look at that 14. I think he's going to try to fall back in with these guys somewhere. These guys probably weaving. Oh, we got the big one here.
Oh, we're spinning here. Oh, we're wrecking here, folks.
No caution.
No caution yet. Alan Elwood off in the grass. KC Duncan. Go back here on it. Look at it here. No caution.
Yeah, I know what happened there. If you go and look at the chase view here, this 11 car, you'll see it all.
All right, KC Duncan. Yep, we're going to go look at it here. Still under green flag here. 20 to go here tonight.
Shout out to Jacob Bell. He's got the lead as we're going through this replay here, but I'll let you go ahead and watch that.
All right, you keep an eye live there. Oh, yeah, right there, the 34, the 11. We see the contact. That's going to send him down into the 5. Looks like the 17 also going to get across the grass there as well of Tommy Haynes.
Well, the leaders are coming into some lap traffic here from a previous incident. Looks like Adam Eisenhower, Brandon Fries, Bryce Senesac, all these guys here. Gary May as well.
All right, everybody on the high side, single file.
These guys going to the low side here.
Single file is going to last long, though.
I don't think so either. I think once they get around these guys, they'll go 2 and 3 wide again. I'd be really watching that 14 car, man. GT, man, he's really working on pulling out, really trying these runs. Darren here, he's trying to get it going. He's looking, but you got that 14 of GT all over the back bumper here, Jacob Bell.
Oh, yeah. Well, we was talking about that fuel. You know, in the draft, you can save. Outside of the draft, you know, we see the 77 of Jacob Bell here up front. He's not able to save anything.
Well, we got a caution.
This is definitely going to change things up. Gary May on the 10. I'll go back and take a look here. Looks like the 10 here was between the 2 and the 0-9.
Well, I think they were just trying
right there. It looks like the 22 going to maybe get that right rear bumper of the number 10. No, the left rear bumper.
Maybe Zayas mistimed that. Maybe thought he was clear. I knew he was on the lead lap, so maybe he was just trying to get some drive to gain a little bit of an advantage, but didn't work out for him that time.
All right, well, that's going to send the 10 around. And I think now
you might see some of these guys get fuel only. Just in case, Josh, for your favorite, the green-white-checkered.
Well, the green-white-checkered, now, I don't like mentioning it,
the
but
32. He's faked all these guys out. He's going to stay out here. Maybe he thinks by shutting the engine off, coasting it, punching that clutch, maybe he thinks that's all he needs to make it to the end. Looks like the 33, the 98, the 93, all these guys staying out here. Looks like the top 8 have all, top 9, top 10, looks like all have elected to stay out. Oh, top 9, I'm sorry, with Ed Morris Jr. here. Bryce Sinesak going to take his free pass here.
Gary, man, it's it's wild here tonight, buddy. Darren Clement staying out. We got Mark Hamlin in that second spot staying out. It looks like we have the top 10 staying out.
Yeah, looks like the top 10 here have all elected to stay out. I do believe. I think you're right.
Yeah, the top 10.
Top
down,
10.
Yeah, down here
looks
to
like, they
Garrett Heath.
Yes. Looks like the 4 primetime cars here with the 7, the 12, the 42, and the 23 all stayed out together. Looks like Mraz also. He might have pitted, actually. If he didn't, he definitely stayed out. I think a lot of these guys just took fuel only this last stop here, so.
All right. Well,
looks like Gale is coming back in again. I think he's just wanting to top off.
All right, making sure that he's going to have enough fuel to make it to the end here for sure. Well, the front has changed for sure here, Gary. Darren Clement, let's go ahead and go through the field here while we've got time. Darren Clement up front, started 17th, currently our leader. Mark Hamlin started 21st in second. Gary Glenn started 12th in third. Chad Curran started 34th in fourth. Tommy Yamassi going to round out that top 5, starting 36th in fifth.
6th place here, we got Nicholas Vroman. He started 25th. Started in 5th and is currently in 7th. Ed Morris started 7th, currently in 8th. This is a 12 machine of Michael Flates. And 9th here, we've got David Elliott. Started 16th, currently running in 9th. And then rounding out our top 10, started in 19th is Garrett Heath in the 23 car.
All right. G.T. Hawkins started 6th and 11th. Richie Evans 32nd, 12th. Jacob Bell 13th. Right now, where he's at in 13th. Justin Gann 31st into 14th. Mike Robinger 33rd into 15th.
16th spot here, started 15th, Andrew Moraz. 17th, we've got Mason Kane. He started 30th. In 18th, we've got Timothy Zayas. He started 35th. And David Weishart in 19th here, he started 24th. And rounding out the top 20, Garrett D. Grant with his teammate there, Weisenhart, started 26th and is now in 20th.
All right, well, that is the top 20 here.
And we still got 31 on the lead lap. Incredible.
Yes. Yeah, we do. Yeah. You know, still anybody's race.
Definitely, that is for sure. Definitely anybody's race here still.
44 here tonight, folks. Man, 44 tuning in. And we have here 31 likes here
There you go,
tonight.
Josh.
Much appreciated here. Tuning in, everybody. Man, awesome job here this evening. You know, the fans out there tuning in, we much appreciate it here. These guys, man, they know what's on the line. They know what's at stake. And we do too.
That we do. A lot of these guys have their own agendas tonight. I know we have a three-way tie there for 12th and really 10th through 16, separated by 12 points. You know, a lot of switching and moving and all that kind of stuff here. I think we're going to see even more after tonight. We'll see what happens.
All right. Yep. All right. The All Paws Animal Hospital green flag restart coming to lap 4, or coming with 14 to go here. I'll get it right in a minute. Looks like Darren Clement has chosen the outside line.
Well, he's got his teammate there behind him.
Yeah, get that Ford Mustang off the track and let's go. All Paws Animal Hospital green flag racing here. It'll be in the Darren Clement's control once that pace car dives off. To the safety of pit road, pace car is off and away. Darren Clement in control. The All Paws Animal Hospital green flag restart. Here we go. 14 to go.
Now, Darren, he got a not so good restart there. At Daytona, you really don't want to pull away like he did. You really want to make sure you got somebody behind you. I don't know how well this is going to work out for him. I know he's got his teammate to the outside, but he's got a whole lot of...
It just kind of dumped his teammate there and went low, you know.
Yeah, well
here comes his teammate. Yeah.
He's going to leave Roman out to dry. We're going to see a lot of guys. This is where we're going to get aggressive now. These guys are going to be all over their bumpers. They're going to be shoving in the corners when they shouldn't. Going to be a lot of stuff happening.
Yeah, Nicholas Roman out front.
Look at that run that 95 car got.
Wait.
Look at these primetime cars here. All in the top 3 on the outside lane. As these top 2, they dip down to the low side.
Yep, Nicholas Roman.
I think you're really going to see the race winner. If they're side by side coming to the line, you're really going to see that outside lane be the one that's going to be your winner here in the victory lane.
Yeah, but that number 8 of Richie Evans getting really close to that outside wall, Gary. And that can be upsetting. You know, this is the front pack here. And, you know, from 6th on back, oh, man, these guys, the 23 of Garrett Heath, really close to the 93 of Shad Curran.
Trying to get that side draft.
Yeah, but Nicholas Roman up front, coming to 12 to go.
And this is going to be the perfect spot for him. Even though his teammate is there on that outside line, they're both battling for that top 12 spot.
Right. 23 of Garrett Heath out there. The 12 of Thwaite behind him. Looks like more drivers on that outside line trying to figure out what line they want to be in. Right now, that low line being the quickest line. I will
tell you, I love being around that inside line because you see that double yellow line right there. You can't pass below there. So these guys, if I'm Roman or if I'm Thwaites here, I'm really glad I'm on this inside line. I want to make a pass on the outside.
All right, this time by, folks.
Gonna be 10 to go.
Guess what? 10 to go. Coming up. Under 10 to go. This coming up time by. They are still side by
this second pack's got a lot of energy going on behind us here. Back here with Casey Duncan and them boys. They got a little squirrely coming off of turn 2, so I'm kind of watching the second pack here for the moment.
Keep an eye on that. We're going to keep an eye on the front here. It's just a gaggle of drivers up here. Alrighty, folks. Guess what? 10 to go. We got to talk about it, Gary. Green-white-checkered, man. They only get 1 attempt if it comes down to it, man. The leader has to make and cross the line to take the white flag. If not,
oh, these guys getting swirly right here, middle of the front pack.
We'll stack them up, rack them up, do it all over again. If it don't happen, we're wrecking. Oh, it is the big one here at Daytona. The big one, folks. Oh, no. Oh, no.
I knew right when that 8 car bounced off the wall, that wasn't going to end well.
Oh, Gale involved. Well, that's what I clicked on. Let's go back and take a look at this big wreck here at Daytona. Under 10 to go.
Yeah, and it looks like from my point of view, looked like the 8 car got real close to the wall, and the 99 of Andrew Mraz just makes contact with him.
All right.
And that just really ignites that wreck. Honestly, in that situation, this late in the race, if you leave your line, that hole, that's not going to be there, Josh. That's not going to be there no more. These guys are all about take now and getting back up to the front this late in the run.
All right. Well, we're going to be on Richie Evans here. Richie Evans up there, and right here, we're going to, right there, that dreadful bumper hook, Gary. We haven't talked about it, but that right there is just, that is a perfect case of a bumper hook right there. The 99, the 24, we're going to see here, the 33, there's a lot of drivers going to get involved in this. The 88.
We might want to make a list of who wasn't involved.
33, let's see here, the 98 going to get a piece, the 30, the 05, the 91, or the 191, the 7, nowhere to go, the 17, it looks like the 14,
nowhere to go.
Gonna figure out how to get around that. I don't know how he did it, but yeah, 14 got around it. Oh, Nick Hunt, the 00.
The 46 don't have a whole lot of damage either.
Oh, man. Looks like
Poor
somebody.
Nick Hunt, he's got some damage there, yeah.
Oh, man, right there. We're going to see the 11, I believe it is, getting involved in that. Oh, man, heavy damage here coming to a lot of drivers onto the big one. And that would be the big one here at Daytona.
Yep, that's the big one right there. Of course, we got a racing incident here. But looks like some interesting stuff's about to be handed down after this race, Josh.
All right. Well, we won't get into that right here live. We will just let the admins do their thing.
And Roman's up here out front. Good for prime time here. They're running 1, 2, 3 right now.
Oh, yeah. 48 in chat here tonight. Awesome. Man, I'm loving every bit of it here tonight, man. Kudos and shout out to everybody out there tuning in. Man, it is a phenomenal race here. 33 likes here tonight. Can we hit 35? Just can we hit 35 here tonight?
If I had a burner account, I would like it up to 35. I don't have that many burner accounts.
Well, we're about to get more extreme here at Extreme Motorsports and 99.com. Round 9 at Daytona here. Oh, man.
Oh, yes, sir. Gonna get real intense here.
Oh, man, this is, man. Michelle, glad to have you back. Oh, man. let me just say this, folks. I normally don't stand up when I broadcast, but there has
You're
been
about to do some
a
standing here,
couple.
bud.
What, Gary? There's been a couple occasions here with Extreme that I've lost my chair.
Yeah. You put that chair over, you start standing up. It gets real exciting here, man. And I think you're going to lose your seat here in about 5 seconds.
I pretty much have already lost it. I am at the edge right now of my chair. Oh, I don't interview anybody under 10 to go, or at least I try not to. 37 likes here tonight. Oh my gosh, folks, glad to have you.
We're gonna hit 50 here.
Dwight Braswell in chat. Donna K out there joining us here tonight. Man, awesome job, guys. Love it. Love it. 49 at peak. We're set to 46 right now. Watching 50 here. 50 watching. I just out of curiosity, can we hit that 40 likes here tonight? 40.
I think we can do it here.
I think we can.
Here watching, so
I think
why not?
we can. All right. They are getting the one to go, or they got the one to go that time by coming to the All Paws Animal Hospital green flag restart here. Oh, man, we're going to have 5 to go when they get that green flag, Gary. 5 to go.
I think we're about to see all hell break loose right here. These guys, it's going to be intense. I'm watching this 99 car here. Andrew Mraz, he's going to be starting the 6th spot on this restart. Look for him to try to make some moves, do some razzle-dazzle, shake and bake, all that other stuff that we talk about. Also, be looking how these teammates, are they going to play nice here? Especially with Roman and with Garrett Heath. They're both battling for a chase spot. You know, they're both right there in that 3-way tie for 12th, at least before the race here.
I think they're about to get jiggy with it.
I don't think they're going to be teammates here. I think that 12 car there of Michael Thwaites, he's going to have to do some, what do they call that? Officiating here amongst teammates here. Yeah, I think he wants to go for a win too, so. All
41 likes to the Animal All Paws Animal Hospital green flag restart. Oh my Lord, what is gonna happen here?
Pace car gonna be off here.
Nicholas Roman on the outside. Pace car is off. Here we go. Green flag back out here tonight.
Very interesting. That 12 car didn't go as much as we were gonna think here. I think some team orders playing into effect.
Possibility.
These primetime cars running 1, 2, 3. Here comes Darren Clement. He's gonna come to the outside with his teammate Chad Curran. A lot of teams coming into effect here. But I think at this point in the race, if you don't got a teammate, your friend is where you find them.
Yeah. Keep your friends close, but keep your head out. We're wrecking. Oh, big wreck again here. Oh, no caution. No caution here. Oh, there it is. Oh, Andrew Mraz in the 99 going to be involved here tonight. Well, guess what, folks? I mentioned it earlier.
Green-white-checkered.
The green-white-checkered.
Oh, no. Jacob Bell's involved in that. The 87 is Zach Ogburn. The 98 of Jerry Glenn.
All right. Well, let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and go on to the 99 of Andrew Mraz here. I don't know exactly where this started.
Backstretch.
But
about halfway down the backstretch.
Are going to look at it here and see. Right there, the 98.
Yeah. Just bad timing there with maybe a bump draft or a block. Not going to make the full call here. But it looks like the 98 just gets into that left rear ever so slightly, maybe a little bit of net code, and just kind of sends that 99 car and others around. And
can't get a good view at this, but we're going to be here on the 98 of Jerry Glenn, and we see it right there. Oh, man, the 99, the 98, the 5 of Alwood going to get involved in that. It looks like the 87 going to get a piece of it as well.
But it all keeps staying to the inside. I think what brought that yellow out officially was when they came back up onto the track at such a low pace.
The 5 coming back up on the track, and the 99 also coming back up onto the racing surface as well. So that, I believe, is going to bring out the caution. All righty.
And here's your green-white-checkered.
Yep,
it's
the
green right here.
White-checkered attempt 1 of 1 here tonight.
And of course, we still got the primetime boys up here running 1, 2, 3.
All right, DWC attempt 1 of 1. Likes here tonight. Awesome job. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in here tonight. Much appreciated here on MaxSpeedTV for Extreme Motorsports 99.com. The Sim Speed Shop Xfinity Series, round 9 at Daytona. Man.
It's about to get crazy here. Just watching these guys, I don't know if they're going to make it through these next 2 laps. I think we're going to see one more wreck.
Well, and the green-white-checkered, folks. The leader, okay, once the green flag is taken, the leader has to take the white flag before a caution. If a caution comes out before the white flag, that's the ball game. If the leader takes the white flag and then they wreck, well, they race it back to the line because it's not over. That's the way it works.
Did you just call this a ball game?
Pretty much.
Well, I better get me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks.
Well, this ain't the 7th inning stretch.
Well, I can't really root for the home team now.
Oh, man. These guys out here at Daytona, and it's just Daytona. I mean, it's a survival of the fittest. You know, just stay out of everything if you can. You know, unfortunate things do happen, but man, these guys know there's a lot at stake, and Nicholas of Roman knows what's at stake here tonight. Coming in tied for that 12th position at 210 points, 4 points behind Mike Rominger. And, you know, right now, Nicholas Roman up front here with Michael Thwaites, Garrett Heath, Darren Clement, and Mark Hamlin here. You know, Nicholas is just trying to get into that top 12 and hope, you know, next week at Kentucky that he can get a good, solid finish to stay in that top 12.
Well, and I will say this, Rominger and Nick Hunt haven't had the greatest night as far as running goes. Rominger is 6 laps down in 29th, and then we've got Nick Hunt still on the lead lap, but he's in 21st, and he's got a lot of damage. So I really do think we could see a really big shakeup here in the points, especially with Ed Morris. Kind of curious on where he's running right now, because he was also on the cusp there. He's in 27th. He's 5 laps down, so he's not having the greatest night either. But his 3 drivers, 3 of them anyway, they're all up here in the top 3, and it's going to be interesting. I think Roman, he did pick that outside again, so it's going to be an interesting restart.
All right, Gary, well, get them going here for the one and only Green-white-checkered here tonight for round 9.
All right, round 9. Pace car lights are turned off here. Getting ready to get this race back under green flag conditions. They're coming down the long back straightaway here once again. Going to be very, very interesting. Roman, again, taking a nice strategy call there. I think he's also watching out for himself a little bit because he knows that his teammate, if he were to start on the inside, be right behind him. He's also trying to get into the chase. So, very interesting call for him. We got the performance cars there lined up 4th and 6th. So, going to be a very interesting restart here.
That was my dogs putting their 2 cents into the mix here.
Hey, opinions are all appreciated, I guess. Pace car exiting turn 4 this time by. Gonna see that pace car dive off to the safety of pit road, and that's for darn sure, the safety of pit road there. Pace car's off. Nick Froman's gonna go a little early. Green flag back in the air. He's gotta wait, he's gotta wait, he's gotta wait. Now he can come down. He can come down here.
Right.
He's gonna do it. Single file here amongst the front 3. Let's see what happens when they get off turn 2.
That looks like the 32 of Darren's going to pull it down, as well as the 93 of Chad Curran. Side by side behind him. Coming out of turn number 2 here. Now we're going to see it go get hectic here on the back stretch here. What is going to happen here? They're going to try to get to the white flag here. Coming in.
I don't know. Here comes the 2 performance cars. They think it's time to go. I don't like this move here, man. They ain't got enough momentum. They don't have enough help.
No,
unless
they
Garrett
don't.
Heath decides to go with them, which I don't think he wants to leave his teammates yet. White flag this time by.
All right, the white flag, the launch box. Last lap here at Daytona. Appreciate Launchbox coming on board for all your building and construction needs across the Southeast United States. Visit launchbox.build. Build with us.
Coming off here off of turn number 2 this time. It's going to be hectic here in the back. I think from 6 on back, but I don't think we're going to see much action here amongst these front 5. They really don't have much to do here. Actually, from 7th on back, I do apologize. Because GT is in 6 right now.
Nicholas
we
Froman.
might see a pass.
I don't know.
Here comes the 23.
The 23 looking, but it's not going to be enough. Nicholas Froman winning it here tonight, round 9 at Daytona. Wow, what a race.
And Garrett Heath will come home in the 3rd spot, barely over Darren Clement, who will come home in 4th.
Man.
I really thought, and I knew the 23 was thinking the same thing. If I go out and dive on the outside here, I wonder if they'll go with me. I bet you that's what he was banking on, but the 32 just wasn't quite there. Just didn't quite have the momentum as he tries to give a congratulatory tap there to his teammate there.
All right.
Good to see Primetime get into victory lane.
Nicholas Froman, Michael Thwaites, Garrett Heath, your top 3 here tonight. What a race. Well, give us just a few minutes. We're going to step away here, play a quick commercial break, get the top 3 up here for an interview. So don't go anywhere. MaxSpeedTV post-race show coming up right after this. righty, folks, back live here on MaxSpeedTV. We have caught up with the top 3 here, and I think Gary has caught up with our third place finisher here tonight, Garrett Heath.
Well, you know, Garrett, you barely got that third place by a fender there over Darren Clement here at the end. Talk about your race, man. We talked to you earlier, but coming home in a strong third place finish tonight.
Well, like I said, I have confidence in the boys in prime time. We had a good plan. Some bad luck on pit road beginning of the race between 2 drivers, but other than that, everything went according to, I would say, our guess. Like we just everything planned out for once. So we're able to push number 95 Nicholas Foreman to the front. Me and Michael Thwaites, we're good drafting partners. We hooked up with him on the high side. Made some moves and put us 1, 2, 3. Rest is history.
Yes, sir. Really good run tonight. Coming home in 3rd spot. You know, that's really going to solidify you and Nick there for your chase hopes coming into Kentucky. Speaking of which, that's the next race we go to. How confident are you at Kentucky next week?
With this new tire model, it's definitely a surprise every week. So, I mean, well, I'm a little confident, but we'll see.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Well, any shout-outs, thank yous you want to give to your sponsors or anything as we let you go celebrate that 3rd place?
Well, glad the guys back at prime time. We did a great job tonight. I want to give a shout out to Caroline Gaming. We brought them the 1, 2, 3 finish finally. All the great sponsors of the league, Sims Speed Shop for this series. And a shout out to my mom, obviously. And shout out to Nick. Good win, bud.
All right, well, sounds good. Josh, you got anything before we let him go here?
Garrett, man, awesome job out there tonight, man. Go celebrate.
All right, thank you, Josh.
Uh-huh.
Thank you, Gary.
All right. Well, that is going to bring us to our 2nd place finisher here tonight. I've got him up here in the booth. Michael Thwaites, buddy, what a run you had out there tonight. Survival here at Daytona, and you did it, man. 2nd place. Talk about it.
Yeah, man, it was a wild race. Our strategy didn't work out too well there. The first pit stop, we were trying to, stick together and had that little accident on pit stop with our teammates. And then from there, just avoiding the cautions and got a good run at the last little run there.
Well, what did it take there, not only coming out of the white flag, but, that green-white-checkered there? What did it take just to get you guys 1, 2, 3 and hold on to it?
Just good communication and, sticking with each other like the plan was.
Well, round 9 over with.
I could have went on the outside there out of 4, but I decided to stay with Nick. I was thinking maybe Darren would maybe split us up or somebody would split us up behind, so I wanted us to finish 1, 2, 3. So
yeah, you got to do what you got to do, man. Well, round 9 over with here at Daytona, Kentucky next week. The regular season finale, man. How do you feel about Kentucky?
I can't remember the last time I raced there, so it's gonna be fun though. I'll get some practice in.
Oh,
this helps though. This finish helps.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm no doubt. Gary, anything for Michael real quick?
Well, you guys definitely drove a hell of a race, and you come home 2nd. Good job to you, and good luck for Kentucky next week.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Sim Speed Shop, and thank you, Extreme, and thank you all for what you do up here in the booth.
Well, you read my next question there, Michael. I do appreciate it. All right, buddy.
Yeah.
Hey, go celebrate 2nd here tonight, man.
Thank you. Have a good one.
All right, well, that's going to bring us to our winner here tonight, Nicholas Roman, and Gary has caught up with him.
Well, we've caught up here in Victory Lane. They're starting to take the Victory Lane photos here, but Nick, you came back from starting in the 25th spot. You're doing donuts here in Daytona Victory Lane. Tell me, man, how's it feel? You had a great race tonight.
Dude, I mean, it feels great, man. There's a lot of good guys out here. This league's very competitive, so it's hard to get wins. At the end of the day, it's still Daytona. I mean, any of us could have won this, but it definitely feels good to get a win in a series like this.
Yeah, for sure. Tell us, what was it like going through those last 10, 15 laps? I noticed the last couple restarts you took the outside. Were you trying to keep some space between you and Garrett Heath there? I know you two were kind of battling the points there.
Well, top three right there. We were on Primetime Motorsports, so I think the key was just to get us lined up on the bottom 1, 2, 3. No matter how it ended, either one of us could have won. We just went on a 1, 2, 3 finish for Primetime Motorsports.
Well, that is definitely a good thing for sure. Well, next week we head to Kentucky. Tell me, what's your plans? You got anything going on there? Are you any good there, or are you just kind of up in the air? Because it's really not a track that we go to very often.
It's mile and a half. I'm not going to say I'm as good as some of these guys. Like I said earlier, there's a lot of good competition in this league. I'm not quite up to par on some of these guys' level, but I think if we can squeak out the top 10, I think that'd be a good finish for me.
All right. Well, any thoughts, shout-outs, thank yous you want to give us? We let you go celebrate your win here tonight.
Yeah, man, I'd like to throw a shout out to the team sponsors, M Speed Shop, also Primetime Motorsports. Everybody on that team, man. All you guys are awesome. And man, shout out to my sister, man. She's always watching, so shout out to her. And shout out to you guys up in the booth. You guys do a hell of a job.
Well, thank you. Anything else you want to add here, Josh, before we let him go?
Oh, just congratulations, Nicholas, here tonight, buddy, on your win, man. Get ready for Kentucky, the final race of the regular season, man.
All right, thank you, bud.
Uh-huh. Well, Gary, man, what a race out here tonight by these drivers. It came down to the one and only Green-white-checkered. But, hey, it was still awesome racing by these drivers.
Yeah, this is honestly probably one of the cleanest races they've had all year. I know they're late in the race. They had some incidents, had some accidents, had some wrecks, but you know what? It's Daytona. That's all part of it, but really good race overall, and can't wait to be in the next one tomorrow night.
All right, yep. Well, let's get down here to the unofficial results. Pretty getting admin stuff that they have to do. But Nicholas Roman gonna grab the win here tonight. Congratulations to Nicholas. Michael Thwaites in second place. Garrett Heath in third. Your teammates 1, 2, and 3 there. Man, what a run by those drivers. Darren Clement gonna edge out there in a fourth. Just Garrett Heath edging out Darren Clement. Man, that was close between them. Chad Kern in fifth, GT Hawkins sixth, Mark Hamlin seventh, David Elliott eighth, Jacob Bell ninth, and Timothy Zayas going to round out that top 10.
Well, coming home on a strong 11th place finish here for Michael Mueller. 12th place, we've got Tommy Haynes. 13th, Tommy Amassi. 14th, his best finish as a development driver this season, Blair Daddy Patterson. 15th, David Weishart. 16th, Alan J. Elwood. 17th, we've got Zach Ogburn. 18th, we've got Casey Duncan. 19th, Bryce Sinisak. And rounding out your top 20 is Jerry Glenn.
All right, Gary May, 21st, Andrew Maraz, 22nd, Justin Gann, 23rd, Mason Kane, 24th, Dalton Calden, 25th, Nick Hunt, 26th, Cal Gale, 27th, Ed Morris, 28th, Mike Rominger, 29th, and Richie Evans, 30th.
And 31st here, we've got Garrett D. Grant, 32nd, Jeff Glockner, and 33rd, we've got Brandon Fries, 34th, Adam Eisenhower, 35th, Matthew Welsenbach, 36th, Josh Gillen, 37th, Cameron Hearn, 38th, Jeffrey Creek, 39th, Jason Eisenhower, and rounding out your field tonight is 40th, Ryan Swan.
All right, Andy Starcher, Don Kidder, your admins here tonight. But congratulations goes to our winner here this evening with damage on that number 95 machine, Nicholas Roman. Man, what a run by Nicholas, and what a run there for the team.
Prime time.
Prime time. There we go, man. I just went blank there for a moment, man. Well, Gary, thank you so much for tuning in and joining us here in the booth tonight, filling in for Katie. Man, we see what happened tonight here in the Xfinity cars at Daytona. The Cup cars tomorrow for the Rick Motec Cup Series. Same time, same track, and same place right here on MaxSpeedTV, man. What do you expect there?
Well, first and foremost, I just want to say thank you for letting me have this opportunity in the booth. I know we only do this about once a week, but anytime I can get up here another time, it's always good. But thoughts and prayers going out to Katie's family right now as they're going through some stuff. But tomorrow's race, that's going to be a lot of fun. Really looking forward to it. It's going to be my last race in the 144 Downforce Motorsports Ford for the season. Going to be a lot of fun, a lot of downforce. with this package here, pardon the pun of our team name, but it's going to be a really eventful race tomorrow. I think we're going to see a lot more guys push it just simply because you can get away with a lot more in these Cup cars.
All right, yeah, make sure you tune in tomorrow night, 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central, right back at it here on MaxSpeedTV with the Rick Motec Cup Series, right back at it here at Daytona. But until tomorrow night, folks, stay safe and have a good night.